Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the Detroit Pistons facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. So Detroit will get the first possession. Thompson in the corner. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Thompson's got his team on the board to start the game for the Pistons. Out to the wing. Back to James. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a three-point game. Pass to Duren. Back to MP. There's the lob to Duren. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
Now here's Harden. James with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Mobley. And Thompson sends it back. Pass to MP. Driving inside. On the wing, MP. Puts the move on, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And the benefit to MP being able to make that shot is it often leaves the defense at his mercy.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's James. Takes it inside. And James throws it down.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Duren. No good with the layup. James left side. And stolen by MP. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Harris. And stolen by Mobley. James with it. Picked up by Harris. Jacks up a three. And he's good on the three ball. James has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And a wide open look for MP. Cans it from downtown.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Back to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. Over to the wing. Mobley misses. Pistons leading by 5. Here's MP. Mobley with the rebound. Pass to James. Here's Harden. And it's off from three-point range. MP outside. Out to Thompson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. On the wing, Thompson. That three off the mark. The Cavaliers trailed by 5. And James throws it down.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He reads the floor as well as anybody in the game.
Now, here's MP. He has 5. Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for him.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And they'll get another chance. Mobley. It's good from long range.
Shooting while in rhythm. Good to see Mobley firing with no hesitation.
The drive by MP. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the game. And the free throw, no good.
And I like how MP carries himself. It's a big reason why his teammates enjoy playing with him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. A floater. MP, no good. MP getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
And it's Mitchell missing. Pistons leading by 3. MP deciding where to go with it. And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's MP. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Jumps up. And Thompson sends it back.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
From deep, James. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far. MP outside. Cunningham outside. Back to MP. Duran a screen. They get the rebound. And Duran slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Here's Mobley. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mobley's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And here is MP. 10 points for him. Harris misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now Muhammad. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
And that one, good. That's 12 points for MP.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Harris, good.
And you see how comfortable Harris is in these sets, cutting well after setting that pick.
MP outside. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That is his first foul of the game. MP right side. 5 on the clock. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley outside. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And James throws it down. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's MP. He's got 10. There's the lob to Duran. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Great defense that time from Duran. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 1. MP, that's for 2. Detroit, no good that time either. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to James. From deep, Harden. Easy money, James Harden.
You gotta chase Harden off that three-point line. He is too good of a shooter to be given any airspace from that line.
In the corner, it's Duran. Thompson outside. And here's MP for 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the Pistons with possession here. There's the lob to Duran. Throws down the alley-oop slam. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
James misses. The Pistons leading. Here's Muhammad. The rebound by Harden. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Pass to Harden. With 1 on the clock. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Pistons on top, leading by just 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Outside, James. On the wing, Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the rejection by James. In the corner, Harden. Off target with his 3. MP with it. 13 points in the game. There's the lob to Duran. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
MP outside. Lets a floater go. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Count it, good.
And that's the physicality he has, muscling through contact. Harris uses all of the tools to get his points.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Another 3 for Cleveland. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now, here's MP. The tray. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Back to James. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Misses the 3. The Pistons trail it. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Duran slams it in. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Smart decision right there by MP, making the D pay for leaving his teammate uncovered.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Count that one for Mobley. Mobley's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's James, following the basket by MP. Mitchell dials it up from distance.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Pass to Harris. Back to MP. Now Cunningham. Covered by Mitchell. Cunningham's shot is off. And here is Mitchell. James with it. Duren picks him up. Cleveland moving it around. MP right side. Oh! Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes on the defensive end.
And here's James outside. Duren pulls it in. MP outside. Down low. Harris bounce pass. Here's MP. James Harden with the rebound. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to James. Pass to Harden. The Cavaliers with another miss. And the Pistons with possession here. Goes up on the wing. And again, it's the Pistons missing. On the wing, Harden. Over MP. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Cavaliers lead by 1. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Teardrop shot, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Mobley.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
Cavaliers trailing. Back to James. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 20. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Duren. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Here's Muhammad. And the rejection by James. Pass to Allen. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it.
Sheer effort from the young MP in close.
He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
No one covering. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
This is Harden's mindset. Consistent at attacking and looking to shoot off the catch.
Now Muhammad. Cunningham. Now MP. Another chance here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Both good from the line that time.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Here's Mobley. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's foul number 2 for him. James fires. And he hits the jumper.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's MP.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, he may finally be rounding into form after what's been a tough game for him at the line prior to this trip.
Second free throw, no good.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's a screen. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
And Harris does not back down on these important possessions. He loves coming through for his guys.
Mitchell outside. Now James beyond the arc. Cunningham pulls it down. MP outside.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
And look at how ready Allen was to fight for it. He's willing to go to battle for his team.
Duran a screen. Thompson outside. Now MP. Clock at 6. 14 feet away. Duran. And he banks the layup in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
James outside. Shoots the 3. Cunningham pulls it down. Detroit with the ball. They trail by 1. To take the lead, MP going to work inside.
And these are the moments he's worked for. MP delivering down the stretch.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. There's the screen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. MP with it, and it's Harden picking him up.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Yeah, tough situation here, but they do have enough time to get a catch and shoot. It's going to have to be very quick, but they do have time.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers pulling it out. What a show they put on here